My name is Jiaxin Jessie Wang. I am a Master's of Education candidate for special education, and my concentration is high incidence disabilities. Growing up, my mother is a special education teacher, and going to her classrooms and getting to meet her students, it was really the resiliency of those students in those classrooms, seeing how hard they worked, how much harder they have to work. That's what really moved my heart towards working with students with special needs. I'm a second-year student, which means our first semester is going to be in practicum. In this middle school, I'm doing 2 rounds of intervention and then 1 round of inclusion, and it's all in mathematics with upper middle school students. Truly, working with the students, being in the classroom, it reminds me of why I'm doing this. One of my girls, she rips a page out of her worksheet and she writes, "I love you, Miss Jessie," and drew this big heart and signed her name, and I sat in my car and I cried, because you truly develop a relationship with these kids, and if it's not for the children, then what do we do this for? I really believe that intersectionality is the next frontier, not just for special education, but education as a field. So intersectionality is looking at more than just one identity or one experience. What I'm interested in is how teachers influence the experience that their students have, especially their minority students in special education, and especially with the recommendation and testing process for learning disabilities diagnosis, and seeing how teacher bias might play in, and how just like these students and as well as families' experiences are. Teachers often have embodied a model minority stereotype for their Asian students, and what the model minority stereotype says is that Asian students are hardworking and quiet, and they are able to excel no matter what, because they don't expect students, their Asian students, to have learning disabilities. Unfortunately, if this is the case, then we're not serving students who actually have those needs, and we're not meeting those needs. And then in the long term, I'm really interested in education policy. Ideally, I'd like to go ahead and pursue a PhD program in multicultural special education, and continue to broaden the field and contribute to the academia. The literature isn't there, so if the literature isn't there, I'll make it happen.